This is the Beyond the Box dumbbell workout. Before getting into the workout, check out the Instagram post for the warm-up. Want to make sure that we do the warm-up and prep ourselves for the workout by increasing your heart rate, increasing your body temperature, and you're starting to sweat a little bit before we get into it. For today's strength portion of the workout, we're going to be doing split squats with the dumbbells. There's a couple ways we can hold the dumbbells, but the main thing when we're doing the split squat is we're going to have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back in a lunge or a split position, and we're going to be working one side at a time. We're going to be doing 6 sets of 6 reps per side, building up in weight as we go. Want to make sure that we warm up, and then we hit those heavy 6 per side for those 6 sets. So, have my dumbbells. I'm going to stand up, come up to my dumbbells. I'm going to bend down, pick them up. And then I'm going to take a step back, or I can take a step forward, whatever way you want to choose. But I'm going to take one big step and get into a split position. When I'm in this split, I want to make sure that I'm engaged to the shoulders, and I'm engaged through the midline, and I'm pushing my hips forward. So notice how my body changed. So this is relaxed. This is engaged. As I'm engaged, I'm going to drop my knee down to the ground, and then I'm going to push through my front foot, driving through the heel to come back to a standing position. If you want to increase the difficulty or you want to focus a little bit more on tension, we can do a tempo, work on 2 seconds down or 3 seconds, just have some slow and negative, touch, hold for a few seconds at the bottom, and then press back up or stand back up. If you need to, just so that you for consistency, you can mark you can mark lines on the floor with some tape to make sure that your feet are always in the same position. Or go based on feel, and whatever feels right. Usually you're going to have about the same step per leg as you go to the other side. Again, brace nice and tight through the chest, midline, and your hips. Squeeze your butt, push your hips forward. Drop the knee down to the floor. I could also do this holding the dumbbells like a goblet squat. I could hold it in a front rack position with the dumbbells up on my shoulders. Lots that we can do there. If I wanted to, I could even get some elevation and have a front foot elevated split squat or a rear foot elevated split squat, or I can have both my feet up on an elevation and work on a deficit. If I wanted to have an increased range of motion, have further for my knee to travel down to increase the difficulty of that workout. Once you're done your 6 sets of 6 reps per leg, try and get as heavy as you can with what you have available to you, or modify it to make it a little bit more difficult by adding tempo, more tension under time, or time under tension, however you want to look at that, or elevate your feet one at a time, front foot, back foot, or both feet for a deficit movement. Once you're done the split squats, you're going to move into the Metcon. We have an AMRAP for today's Metcon. This is going to be a 10-minute AMRAP of 30 double unders or 30 singles if you don't quite have double unders. And if you don't have a rope available to you, we can do these a couple different ways. We can do these as jump and kind of penguin taps. So kind of jump and tap your hips twice for the doubles, or jump and tap your hips once for the singles. Or we can work on kind of bouncing between our feet in like a boxer's tap for those 30 seconds if you want to get a little bit faster. But let's talk about the dumbbells, the double unders first. So double unders. 30 double unders. If you have them, you have them. If you don't, work on practicing them a little bit. Maybe play around. Maybe you spend about 30 seconds practice or 30 attempts at the double unders. But double unders, start with singles. And if you have doubles, jump into it. If you don't have doubles, if you don't have doubles, then work on a big jump in the single and try and have the single jump be the same type of jump or rhythm that you would use for the double unders. The only thing different is the rope speed. When I'm doing singles, rope speed's pretty slow, but if I'm doing double unders, rope speed increases twice as fast, obviously. If I don't have a rope available to me or I just want to work on my rhythm, I can do penguin taps. So if I'm doing singles, tapping my hips once in the air, and if I'm doing doubles, tapping hips twice. Notice though, very little does my jump rhythm change. What I'm changing is my hand speed, my wrist speed. That's what we need to work on when we're trying to transition from singles to doubles. Following your 30 jumps, whether you're working on jumble unders or single unders, you're going to jump 30 times. If you really want to, you can do 60 single unders if you're going to move quick. But if you're going to try and focus on a big jump, I'd only do 30. Following those 30 jumps though, you're going to move into 20 air squats. Air squats, make sure we keep the chest up. As we sit back with the hips, you can lean forward a little bit. I put my hands out in front of me for a little bit of counterbalance to maintain my chest up a little bit more. Try and get your hips below your knees and then stand up through there. 20 reps. If air squats are a little bit too easy for you and you want a little bit more of a challenge, you want to work on some more squat pattern, then grab a dumbbell, hold it in a goblet squat, and do goblet squats. Still working on getting that full depth, hips below the knees, keep the chest up, and the weight close to the chest. So just to recap, we have a 10-minute AMRAP of 30 double unders or 30 singles, or you can work on jump and tap, and 20 air squats. Do as many rounds as you can in that 10 minutes while maintaining good form. All right, get after it and have fun.